Hey everybody, it's LALATE for Saturday evening. Enjoyed the live chat with you earlier, behind the scenes BTS live chat, and hopefully you the EIDL loan and EIDL grant video updates that went live about 2 hours ago. They're bombshells. Make sure you watch them. But wanted to jump on a live chat, show you some on-location shots as promised. We're looking at Rodeo Drive. Rodeo Drive, Beverly Hills. There's Bugatti. There's Guess. Up on the right is Ralph Lauren. Here's MCM. Pretty amazing. How's everyone doing? This is LA County, so I have to wear the bandana. But hope everyone is doing beautiful. So, hey M Art, how are you? We're here in Beverly Hills, and there's not much to do for anything. Surprisingly, if you're in the parts of Los Angeles near the beach, a lot of the places are open, for things to go, but no one cares to open anything to go here. Here we have Vera Wang. So I thought I might as well get on a live chat. Hope everyone's enjoying the EIDL loan and EIDL store grant and PUA. This is beautiful. Isn't that beautiful? Tonight, who we have in? Oh my God, a lot of people already. I just came from Arizona today. Almost everything is open and stayed open. Oh, great. Oh, there's good lighting here. Hey, Lion. Nice evening. Beautiful to see Beverly Hills. I thought it would be great to show something beautiful. So peaceful. It is peaceful. It's a ghost town. No one wear masks. No social distancing either. No social distancing in Arizona. Awful. I used to work for Toomey. Oh, you did? Let me face this way. Can you see it? Now let me do it this way. So beautiful store. I'm not so good with switching the screen to rotate it. I'm not quite sure. Oh, I can just do it like that. There I can do. Oh, okay. I can just do it like that to switch back and forth. Oh, okay. Now I can read what you're saying and be out of screen. So yeah, so we're facing southward on Rodeo Drive. I figured I might as well show you folks something beautiful. Here's Hermes. So do you pronounce it Hermes or do you pronounce it Hermes? That's the question of the night. I love this door. Is this door beautiful? Quite stunning. What did you used to sell at Toomey, M Art? Thanks for the nice comment, Jorge. So no one wore. Yeah, it is peaceful, Wen. Absolutely. Hey, Jorge. Hello, Wen. And hello, Lion. And Elizabeth, thank you for joining. And M Art. 212 Makeup Beauty Tips. Hi, how are you? Thanks for walking in, jumping in. Here's Lancert. Here is, of course, Giorgio Armani. Bags and Gifts. It was in gallery in Houston. Oh, beautiful. Hey, LA, love the videos from Alabama. Alabama is on top of PUA. They're about 93% paid up. That's great to hear. I can't remember if you were the Alabama person, Mark Edwards. Someone from the comments, maybe it's you, Mark, that talked about how good Alabama is. I'm great to hear about. Alabama, your chief medical official was on CNN about 2 weeks ago. I was very impressed. He was no bullshit. It was you, Mark. Your chief medical examiner was very impressive. It was no bullshit. I've always been impressed by everyone in Alabama. Rodeo, not bad. Samantha, ghost town. It is a ghost town. It's such a ghost town that there's Bijan. It's such a ghost town that I figured I'd come here because I was literally driving around. There's like nothing open. I mean, they can be open. Some people can have things to go, drinks to go. And they don't even have that. I don't know if anyone in Florida has received their PUA. I don't think anyone has, Stephen. No one. Florida and Texas is just. You look like a lovely bandit. Here I am, lovely bandit. Here's the shirt. Yeah, I'm color coordinated down to the T. But it's the best you can do when you can't. There's nowhere to go. Los Angeles on lockdown for another 2 to 3 months. I heard that's insane. Yeah, it's here's the bit with Los Angeles. So from the very first day, these restaurants, there's no restaurant in frame, but the restaurants in LA, they could do takeout, they could do walk up, whether you're, and the rule was you have to, if you want to just get alcohol to go, they have to sell you some food. So a lot of places, well, not a lot, some places stayed up, open, and I've been patronizing, beautiful Rolls Royce there. I've been patronizing them, but I came over here because I've not been over here since the pandemic, and like literally no one wants to open. Well, I'll take it back. There was two on the street over. No one wants to like even have stuff to go. Um, 212 makeup and beauty. Nope, not yet. M Art. I got approved, but no grant yet. Is that odd? Uh, no. If you watch the EIDL loan and EIDL grant stories tonight, it's not odd and it's very scary. The preview of those stories, if you haven't watched them, is that the current protocol is suggesting that they're not paying, better walk faster, they're not paying grants anymore unless they pay the loan first, which is exactly what it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be in advance. So, yellow is your color. Well, thank you. And I'll go in front of a yellow store now. Bijan, which is sort of a one LA type of store. It used to be on the other side of the street. The original Bijan died, and now it's his son. There he is there. I don't know if I can zoom in. Can I zoom? Oh, I can zoom in. Well, hey. Now I'm getting more sophisticated with this. There's Bijan. Oh, I can zoom in. I can actually give you some better stuff here. So, 212, you got $1,000 EIDL grant 3 weeks ago. So 212, that's about right. You should be getting the loan offer about 2 to 3 weeks after the grant. So I'm glad you got the grant. That's great news. So what if your loan's only 5,000, MR? If you're only 5,000, you're going to get a grant. You're going to get a loan email invite portal from SBA 2 to 3 weeks thereafter. It was listed as an EIDG when it deposited. Interesting. There's a forgiveness loan application already out. There's a forgiven loan application already out. Oh, what's it called when? Is that, what's the name of it? Someone in the chat, the live chat, at about 2 hours ago was talking about another loan he saw online. Oh, actually, he didn't see it online. He saw it from an independent contractor for SBA. Samson. What if someone who's received was a taxpayer in 2018, refuses first stimulus check, is not a U.S. citizen, nor a green card holder? Will he qualify for the second stimulus check? Well, they should not have received the first stimulus check because it was only for U.S. citizens, but the proposed second stimulus check is for green card holders. Sean, your videos always tell it how it is. Others just don't even talk about it. Yeah, I mean, the channel wasn't started for the channel was only started for one purpose, to give more information that print was not giving. And then it sort of snowballed because you folks had so much to share, and it became sort of like a water cooler where you were sharing information. I mean, tonight's chat was insane. If you weren't in the chat about 2 hours ago, you can watch the retaping of it. And in that retaping, I mean, people are sharing information with one another in the most amazing way and answering each other's questions, stuff I had never heard of. And one of the big things is I've never seen the loan document. I have never seen the loan document. I was asking people in the chat. Someone sent me the loan document because people were asking me, what does the loan require you to do? I don't know. I haven't seen the loan document. So that's sort of where we're going. The big questions are the loan document and the reconsideration when you're denied the loan. So here's the guest store. It's one of my favorite stores. It's always been quite beautiful. Oh, I can zoom in and I can zoom out. So here we are. Make sure I zoom out of it. Okay. 212 received a credit inquiry on May 14th. 212, have you got to the grant? SBA, Steve, SBA pulled my credit 3 days ago. What do I expect next? I did receive a grant several weeks ago. Question is, when you apply for a grant, are you automatically applying for the loan? Yes. So that's a really good question. Let me answer Stephen Campbell's question, which is a great question. So the way it works is when you apply for that grant, that form is also the form to start the process for the loan. It's not the end all. What happens is you will receive a portal invite to go from SBA to go to a portal to apply for a loan. If you don't want the loan, don't click on the portal. The reason I'm saying is that once you're in that portal, it's going to trigger a credit check again. If you don't need a loan or don't want a loan, you only wanted a grant, you don't want to be involved with loan stuff, then don't click on it because there's no requirement you click on it. Somehow I'm in too tight. There we go. Check under SBA. Okay, when I'll check. I'll definitely check. There's a lot of things on that SBA website. I was clicking around earlier, and they refer to disaster loans, but then when you click on them, they say, "Well, are you a COVID-19 situation?" Yeah, you are. So then you realize that it may not apply to you. Okay, there we go. I don't know why I was zooming in so tight. The SBA local office and the main office has been sending out notifications that the local offices have new rules on PPP loans and EIDL. Yeah, there are crazy new rules. If you watch the EIDL loan story and Grant's video tonight, please do. Please watch those 2 videos. Just get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine and put your feet up and listen to them. Because I'm basically telling you that everything is changing by the day, which... Hold a second. Everything is changing by the day. Here's David Uman. And so if you don't know what's going on that day, you have no idea. Very loud at the moment. If you don't know what's going on that day, then you don't know what the protocol is. The protocol is literally changing by the day. So 212 makeup. My credit score is 698. I don't know. 698's high. 212. Don't worry about that. We need to get the 10K. MR, they're not giving the 10K. If you didn't get it before, they're not giving it. It's a fiasco, and it's so wrong, but they're not giving it. Ferragamo. Oh, that's a pretty shot there. Thank you for sharing all this information. Oh, thank you, and King Bay. Hey, King Bay. Thanks for joining the room. So sad it's empty. It is empty, but did you hear the sound before with the 3 cars? There's a lot of cruising going on because there's like nothing else to do but drive around. I mean, it's sort of ridiculous. I'd rather walk. So basically, they're giving you a low loan offer with no grant means you won't give any forgiveness. Right, MR. EIDL loan is not forgivable. Please, everyone, understand that. EIDL loan is not forgivable. It's a 30-year fixed loan with 3.75 interest. If you don't want it, don't take it. Some of you, can get home equity loans, can get business lines of credit at lower interest rates. So don't take it if there's other instruments out there at lower interest rates for you. Looks like a busy night where you are, Jeff. Yeah, hey, Texas. Hey, Jeff. It is... For a second. I guess we're back. You MC96 cars. I lost you there for a second. I don't know. I hope you all saw. I hope I didn't drop you. Shelby. Yeah, I guess it was a Shelby. Since the SBA went live again yesterday, does that mean the EIDL grants for individuals too? No. It's sad. Everyone keeps on asking me, is EIDL grants non-agricultural coming back? No, I don't see it coming back. Wow. This is Gucci. I'm going to read your comments while I'm looking at Gucci. TD, Prime Tyson. So I applied on 331. So you're a 331 Vortex. They're saying it's processing. I would see your portal. Nothing yet. Well, stay with it. Those 331s are the ones that really worry me. The 330, the 331 Vortex. Yep. 212 Beauty Makeup. You're the 330 Vortex also. Hey, Vietu. Thanks for joining. When Farm, 10K is over. Yeah, it's over. So Prime Tyson and 212 Makeup, please stay on top of SBA, because the good news is, you see in the comments, some people who are 330 vortexes are getting paid. Some that are 331s are getting paid. Oh, Viet! Wow, Viet! Thank you so much for the sticky for the super chat. I always forget what it's called. For the super chat. Thank you for patronizing the channel. Thank you so much, Viet. So kind of you. But I thought they had to get the grant. Yeah, MR. I mean, let me recap, MR, what's going on. Viet 2, people support LALATE with super chat, donate to the great work. It was so nice, Viet. At least I'm bringing some beautiful scenery. So here's the problem. The problem is that the original CARES Act said every business is to get $10,000. It did not say $1,000 per employee or $2,000 for 2 employees. It said 10. By the time I got to SBA, no one got the $10,000, because what they wanted to do was change CARES Act and give it based upon the number of employees. And they didn't know. And we heard this going on in Twitter. We actually heard this going on in Twitter. We heard that it was going to be apportioned. We thought there was a tweet from SBA in the Midwest. It was screen grabbed, and then it was deleted. And we sort of said, oh, okay, maybe they made a mistake. No. Now, what's happening now is they are not even giving the grant to anyone. If you did not get the grant and you're watching tonight, I'm very worried for you, because you may not get the grant unless you get the loan. And I'm not going to give you away the suspenseful moment, but watch the EIDL grant and loan videos both tonight, and you will be shocked that it's totally different than how it was just a week ago or 2 weeks ago when this channel started. If you have not gotten the grant now, I'm worried for you, and you need to watch those videos. Viet 2, people support LALATE with super chat, donate for great work. Thank you, Viet 2, so nice. Rich, oh, no, sure. Hey, Rich, thanks for joining the room. When only loan you take it, then apply for given after 8 weeks. LA, check it, info, and share it with everyone. 8 weeks. What do you have to do? Okay, I'll look for it. When the story gets archived, save it in the when it gets archived, save it in the put the link in the comments of this article. As you all sort of just saw, as you all just sort of saw, there was like a whole cluster of people right behind me walking that were not social distancing. It wasn't like one person. It was like 10, 11. And, they may be a family, but boy, that's why I turned around and went the other way. So sorry if I'm showing you the same sights from before. Let me go back to the comments. MR. So that's some BS. Minimum offer, no advance. Yeah, it's awful. If you did not get the grant and you're watching this video tonight, I'm very upset for you. Because of what I'm seeing the last 2 days. Since Thursday. You have to hope you get a loan, and if you really didn't want a loan for this whole process, it's a bait and switch. It's not fair. It totally is not fair. I'm not going to mince my words. But if you qualify for PUA or unemployment, please apply. It's a lot of money that you might be entitled to. Steve Campbell, can you get EIDL and PPP loan? Do they put them together, and how does there's been a lot of questions about that. I think there's actually something on the SBA's website. I saw it earlier today that answered that question. If you go on the SBA's website and click around under EIDL, I actually saw it that talked about EIDL and PPP at the same time. It is such a hot mess. I don't know the answer for you. Prime on 331, nothing. Awful. 212, keep me updated. Absolutely. MR, well, at least 33,000. I got some offer. Good. Rich, I'm calling again Monday. I'll have my application looked at, make sure there's no mistakes. What do you think? Absolutely. I mean, they are a responsive group, SBA. I would call them. You can get them on the phone. I would definitely get them on the phone. And if you don't get someone responsive, I'll call right back and talk to someone else. Thank you, Viet. You're welcome. You did good work. Thank you, Viet. I really appreciate it. So kind of you tonight. Prime Tyson. Thank you for the super chat, Viet. Prime Tyson. They've not pulled my credit either. Vortex Clubmen are awful. Do you live in Beverly Hills, or is tubing your main job? No, I do not live in Beverly Hills, but I was driving around and I frankly just wanted a drink. I wanted a drink to go. And there's like literally nothing open. I mean, they can be open to have a drink. There's like one place 2 blocks over. And that was it. There's like I wanted a drink and there's literally nothing open. So I figured I might as well jump on chat. 212. So I got the grant, first 1,000, then 3 weeks later, letter credit pulled, waiting on portal invite. Okay, good. So at least you got a grant. If approved, I'll share what's the bottom number. Okay, thank you. Can you get the grant after a loan? Yes, but watch the video, and you'll hear it. You'll hear the tease in the first 10 seconds of the video. You don't have to watch the full 30 minutes if you want the tease. So yes, take the loan and check out SBA Forgiven Loan. Okay, Wen, I will. That's the PPP loan. Elizabeth, I applied on April 2nd at 2 o'clock in the morning. Oh, wow. I never do anything that important at 2 o'clock in the morning. Too scary. Oh, here's Patty Philippe. There we go. So the people that buy on Rodeo Drive, are those the ones that got all the PPP loans? Let's face it. I want to respond to that because that's a really great question, Samantha. Samantha asks, are the people that buy on Rodeo the ones that got all the PPP loans? Let's face it. Well, here's the rub. And again, I'm not going to fucking mince my words. A lot of these shops that are not retail shops, that are restaurants that can be operating, that can have takeout, are all shut down. So my question is, why are y'all shut down and not servicing the community when they need food with stuff to go? Are y'all shut down because you want to get your nice cushiony loan and loss of rental income insurance claim and all that? Is that why you aren't servicing the community? I mean, I really don't like businesses that can do something and literally do nothing. And in the case of some restaurants that could be helping the community and providing food, they're shut down. So that's why it looks like how it looks. Lewis, SBA keeps changing the rules? Absolutely, Lewis. M. Art. Okay, talk soon. Thank you. Mary, I'm sorry. Repeat your PUA question. Mary, retype your PUA question on the screen here. I'll see it. Elizabeth, email on 52 nothing. Rich, it happens in Orlando too. It's awful. I mean, open your doors and have something to go. 212. No, PPP. This is just a grant and a loan. Caliper, what are you buying? I'm buying that. No. Brett Jones from Cincinnati. I love the videos. Great job. You should be receiving PUA soon. Pre-registered 2 weeks ago. Applied on Tuesday. We'll update as things progress. Cincinnati, Ohio. So Ohio's I've heard good things from Ohio with some of the comments. The greatest thing about PUA is that the states that are backed up, that when they eventually get their stuff together, you get one deposit suddenly, and it's an enormous deposit. It's $5,000, $6,000. Yeah, you're struggling like hell until you get that deposit. But when they give you a deposit that's, from March till May, when they finally process you, or February to May, it's a lot of money. M. Art, message retracted. When apply for unemployment, we'll help you all. Absolutely, when unemployment and PUA, it's a big difference. Wow, I've not received the grant. Awful. Hopefully someone can show somehow it can be forgiven because we're all in the pandemic. We'll see. This forgiveness stuff, boy. I mean, if you watch the earliest videos on this channel where I'm standing in front of the ocean, I said, don't do PPP. It's a hot mess. I'll probably be repeating it very loudly in mid-June because I think these forgiveness things are going to be in big trouble. Elizabeth, keep on calling 212s. Thank you for doing this. Oh, no problem, Rich. So everyone knows that they're open on Sunday till 8 p.m. MC Cars, are you referring to SBA? I share YouTube's LA. You're so helpful. Oh, thank you, Wen. I got an email on 5/2, no response. I called Monday. They still said pending, waiting to process the first. Wow. So MCA. SBA is open on Sundays. You can call to 8 p.m. Wow. So we learned something new tonight. So SBA is open till Sunday, on Sundays to 8 p.m. Really great to hear. Beautiful car. It's sort of dark down here. I don't know why. Let me go this way. Jorge Blanco. I applied on April 10th and I'm calling daily and every day and they tell me to be patient and they will get to me. Wow, Jorge. That's just not cool. How they're treating you. You know, I would stay with it. Someone in the comments said something today that if they put a note on the file, the loan officer sees it. So, Jorge, I would ask for someone to put a note on the file. Oh, you can see my reflection. I look like crap. So they can see the note. So maybe consider that. There's the Prada store. Eric, have you heard anyone getting grants or loan officers from 4-3? I still have not gotten a grant. Called SBA twice. All right, Eric. So great question. Here's the bad news. There are people who got grants who applied after April 3rd. There are people that are April 8th who are in a vortex. We've referred to it as a vortex, a term we came up with on this channel. A vortex on April 3rd, April 8th, March 30th, and March 31st. They've not gotten paid. The newest thing that we broke tonight on the channel, watch the EIDL Loan and EIDL grant videos, that people are just not getting grants anymore unless something particularly happens. Watch that video and you'll find out if you're going to get the grant. It's really quite shocking. Jeff, I have no credit the whole time. I don't have enough credit history of experience to generate my FICO. Having used my credit for 10 years, got a $1,000 grant, 5.7, and approved for a $9,000 loan. Great. Bobby Davis, it's not a grant, it's an advance. You know, Bobby, I'm not going to have that debate. It's a grant. It's a grant because it's not money you have to repay. So in financial terms, it's a grant. I'm also going to say it's not an advance because now they're giving it after when the loan is due, after the loan. They're not giving it before the loan. So now it's not an advance. It's a posthumous It's a posthumous amount of money. So, you know, if SBA went to sit on the phone and play games with what it's called and what it is, well, the truth of the matter is it once was a advance. It is no longer an advance. Elizabeth Wowtex. Jeff Tex, congratulations. I know McDonald's franchise here in Virginia that got $2.8 million loan. It's not even fair. They're not even, yeah, I mean, Jeannie Buss for the Lakers got money. Harvard University dining room got money. If you're in Texas, the biggest, richest hotel owner got money and said he's not giving it back. That's my date and also no loan. Will we get anything? You might get a loan and you might get a grant, but it's getting very, if you're not agricultural, it's very, very, it's not a good situation. It's not how it was a few days ago. They can't get it together in Florida. Absolutely. Rich, did you get a grant or a credit check? I got a credit check on 428. Donald, hello, your videos have been very helpful and informative. I have 4 LLCs. We received 1 grant for one of them, waiting for the other. Okay, so what day did you get the grant for the 1 LLC, Donald? Write it in the screen here for me. Lisa called SBA, and thank you for nice comments, Donald. Lisa called SBA a few days ago. Workers said they pulled my credit. I have an 837 score, applied for an EIDL grant on the 330, still nothing. That's awful. So you are a 330 vortex. Horrible. I filed for PUA on March 25th. Wow. Wait. You can't, Mary, you can't apply for PUA on March 25th. It didn't open until April 28th. Are you referring to something else, Mary? Oh. Wait a second, there's a lot of sound coming in. Sorry. Okay, so that's not normal. That usually doesn't happen here. Sorry about that. Those of us waiting for PUA extensions must wait for a mail invite from EDD per news release. Oh, curious mind. That's fascinating. Where did you hear that? I watch my mail daily. That's fascinating. Why won't it come electronically in the portal? But that's interesting. I never heard of that. I saw 7A loans can be really high. Makeup. Samantha, I applied for PUA over 3 weeks ago in California. No email received. When I go to my profile, it says I already filed a claim which is being processed. No documents required yet. It's stuck. Any advice? Samantha, that's not good. What I would do, Samantha, is I would click. First of all, Samantha, did you ever apply for UI and get denied? If you did, I'm more comfortable. If you didn't, it's sort of weird. I would click in EDD. Have you seen do you see a button that says claim processing, Samantha? Tell me if you do. Even if you can open up the EDD website right now, tell me what it says for claim. When Lisa Allen, you'll get it. I applied the same day I got it. Good. Thank you for helping Lisa. When 221 makeup. Usually credit pulled for over $200,000, $300,000 loans. No, everyone's credit is pulled for every loan that you go into that portal check. Mark, so what if I only got $1,000 offer? Will you $2,000? Yeah, MR, you will get a loan offer afterwards. Rich, I got a $1,000 grant on 5/1, so I'm hoping I get a loan offer by the 22nd. I have a 601, and I'm in Florida. You will get a loan offer, so don't worry about that, Rich. I don't know when it is, but you'll get it. It's a beautiful story. Yes, next is a credit check. Sean. Yeah, I feel you, Sean. Okay, Donald. So I got the $1,000 grant on 4/27. Good. Credit was pulled 2 days later. Before I called SBA, the 3 and the other 3, and they said there was a note to say I don't receive the loan, I will be given the if I don't receive the loan, I will be given the grant. Wow. Donald, that's the first time I've heard that type of statement by any SBA representative. I mean, I would certainly have you call again and ask someone else and see if you get the same answer. I mean, that is sort of strange talking. You know, I don't know what day you called, because if you had gotten one on 4/27, I mean, if it was me, I would the next day said, hey, where are the other 2? But the fact that we're now in May, everything is changing in May. What I'm worried for you, Donald, is that if we are having this conversation on 427, this is a live feed on 427, I would absolutely say call next morning and get that grant right away for the other two LLCs. The problem is that we're now in May and they're not giving these grants the way they were giving them back in April. So my concern is your other two LLCs are not going to be treated the same way they were treated back in April 27th. I mean, that's basically the theme of what tonight's live chat is. If you didn't watch the EIDL loan and the EIDL grant stories, please watch them. Please watch them tonight. Get a cup of coffee or a glass of wine, put your feet up, because I'm basically giving you shocking details of how everything is different in the last few days, especially if you've not gotten a grant. You're going to be surprised what's going on. Glenda, there was a big explosion. Oh, where's the explosion, Glenda? Is it close by? SBA system changing all the time. I agree. I knew to ask the right question from watching your videos. You should be Biden's VP. Thank you. Thank you. If he doesn't, I hope he chooses Kamala, but Kamala, but I don't know if he is. First, you need to be denied regular UI to qualify for regular PUA. So Samantha, 2-on-2 makeup has a good point. In almost all states, you have to apply for regular UI, be denied because you're an independent contractor, and then apply for PUA. If you just went in and applied for PUA, which you can, because you're an independent contractor, presumably, then I don't know what's happening. Had you done the unemployment one first and been denied, maybe it would have queued it up better. UI takes at least 3 weeks to respond. No, when I've seen UI in California respond within just a few days, but everything is changing by the minute. MR, I'm asking if I will get 2K. I only got 1K loan, a 1K loan. It's a great question. If you got if you are unhappy with what you've been offered, where's the name? I lost the name. If you're unhappy with what you got offered, I would call SBA and try to ask for more. Don't give up. Checking the email. Phil, 401 got $1,000 the 21st. Got patient's emails, heard nothing. Patient emails, got nothing. So, Phil, I would call SBA. It's been too long. Rich, good night, everyone. Thank you, Rich. Have a great evening. When takes at least 3 weeks. Absolutely. She's correct. Jeff, the one that hits the floor denied. What's the PUA in Florida? Hey, Norma, thanks for joining. What's the PUA in Florida? It's a hot mess. Here's Lacoste. The PUA in Florida is a hot mess. It's they're not paying anything. They're just so behind on everything. You cool, man. Thank you, MR. I'm so tired. Filed 4-5, no emails. Explosion downtown Little Tokyo, San Pedro, and a third. Wait, Glenda, why are there 3 explosions? Glenda, you said there's explosion downtown Little Tokyo, Oh, I see what you're saying. There's an explosion in downtown on San Pedro and 3rd. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. Oh, I see. So they're rushing to the scene to help them. Interesting. San Pedro and 3rd. Wow, that's an interesting area. I think it was the SBA. MC cars. I think it was the SBA computer that blew up. Well said. Well said. Wow. All right, everyone. So make sure you watch the EIDL grant and EIDL loan videos from tonight. And if you are worried about your rent or utilities, you worried or know someone that's worried about college tuition, or you're wondering about the second stimulus check, or you're an essential worker and you're wondering about hazard pay, then watch our HEROES Act video and second stimulus check video. If you don't know, the bill that's going to the Senate on Monday is called the HEROES Act. So you're going to see a lot of our videos for the next few days that have the word HEROES Act in it, because you sort of need to know what are these possible new loan instruments, financial instruments that could be in the pipeline. Phil Morgan, yeah, someone in the chat said that SBA is open on Sunday, so call them. Frankie Frank, you can't change the requirements of loans in the middle of the program, especially California got 1.7 billion. Yes and no. The grant thing is no. The grant thing is, I agree with you. They changed the grant thing in a way that they're not allowed to change the grant thing. The CARES Act actually says they can change the requirements of the loan processing that they can do, but the way they treat this grant is horrible. Would you advise someone to save a majority of their unemployment if they can? Yes, absolutely. My daughter works at nursing home. Will she be included in hazard pay? Yes, so the hazard pay bill, if I'm trying to remember it by heart, is $13 an hour on top of her normal hourly rate. And if she made less than under $200,000 last year, she will be paid up to $25,000 under this proposal. Now, I don't know what the Republicans are going to do, but that's what the Democrats' HEROES bill proposes. So anyway, there you go. One explosion sent 11th. Oh, horrible, Elizabeth. Wow. Just awful. See, everyone's sort of cruising here. We're on Rodeo Drive. If you're just tuning in, I assume you can realize it is Rodeo Drive. I mean, it's sort of identifiable. But everyone's just sort of cruising around. There's nothing else to do. So, people parking in their Bentleys and Ferraris and just chatting on the phone and, LA, do you think the new stimulus will pass? I think we'll all get one check, a measly, $1,200 check. Thank you so much. And it'll come 1,000 weeks from now, and we'll be like, what the hell is this? I think the $600 extension for PUA per week into next year may pass. And then I think all the other stuff is going to fall apart. I just don't think the other stuff is going to pass. I mean, they have something in there for like green cards, citizens will receive $1,200. I just don't think they're going to allow. I can just smell the Republicans not wanting that. I mean, Pelosi had to put in there that the second stimulus check, can't have Donald Trump's name on that. I mean, there's some petty stuff in there. Hey, Moo Moo Kitty. Norma May. Oh, fancy. Yes, it is fancy. I'm in Florida. Can I apply directly to PUA while waiting on Florida so they deny me while I'm there? Should I wait in Florida? If not, where do I apply direct to PUA? Yeah, so for Florida, you're going to go to their unemployment website and you go in there, make sure whether they want you to apply for unemployment first before you apply for PUA. They may want you to apply for unemployment first for denial. I don't know what Florida's requirement is, so watch that. Mortgage forbearance. Yeah, they haven't done a lot in these bills I'm trying to, oh, sorry about that. Trying to not zoom in on things for you. Ooh, what am I doing here? There we go. 12 months free rent. Yeah, 12 months free rent. Do you think they'll extend the POA? Yeah, the MR. Do I think that? Yeah, the proposal is to extend the POA into January 2021 for $600. I mean, I don't know if they can extend it that far. The current proposal is $600 that expires in July, which is sort of ridiculous. No one thinks no one thinks the situation's resolved in July, or let alone unemployment. But January 2021, January next year, I don't know if they'll get that. I mean, that might be a hard sell. One check is not enough. Even if they pass, they need even more money. Absolutely, I agree. All right, everybody. Well, thank you so much. Watch the EIDL LALATE. Emmanuel. Norma May, look over EID Cali. No place where you can upload docs. Okay, I'll look at it for you, Norma. Emmanuel, LALATE. I'm trying to dispute 2 collections on my Experian credit before I get the EIDL portal email. Oh, that's a great idea, Emmanuel. If you're trying to get the Experian credit score higher, that's a great thing. Now, the only thing I'll say about it is it seems like the loan offers are based upon, well, I mean, I like that idea. I definitely would do it. It doesn't hurt. I would definitely try that. I mean, it sounds like a great idea. First I've heard that idea. Nora, thank you. Oh, I appreciate that, Nora. Thank you. What if my regular runs out while I'm on the same weekly amount, or will I switch to PUC? No, unemployment has the same benefits as PUA, so you don't have to worry about that. Kathy, I was told if I don't take a lower loan offer, no lower loan officer will look at my paperwork and won't get grant. That's really weird, Kathy. I don't know. If an SBA officer told you that, I would call back, because that is really strange. I haven't heard anything like that. Yeah, I've been getting a bunch of stuff removed. That's good, M-Art. Get those things removed. I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense to remove stuff before the credit is pulled. But all right, everybody. Well, thank you for tonight's chat, and watch the EIDL and EIDL grant loan and grant stories for this evening. And if you don't catch them, if you're crashing and going to bed, watch them tomorrow morning. But please watch them, and watch them throughout, because there's a lot of details that come later in the recordings. So make sure you get a glass of wine or a glass of coffee and put your feet up and take your time, because there's a lot of stuff in there. This is new stuff, and I'm surprised about how this is unfolding. Good night. Thank you, everyone. Everyone have a great night. Be safe, and see you tomorrow. Take care, everybody.